4 o'clock. We're calling the Personnel Committee meeting to order. We have 2 items on our agenda today. The first item is to, closely examine the employee handbook and adopt it. That is a task that will be really deserving of more time that we're going to devote to it today. So we're going to table that for our next meeting in the very near future. So that will bring us to the second agenda item, which is the Industrial Director job description. Steve Lawrence, our Executive Director, has put together a really comprehensive, nice sketch of a great starting point for that position. So Steve, I'll turn it over to you. Would you like to speak to this document? I know there's a lot involved in it.
Yeah, a number of them kind of go with what you expect for a position like this, and I'm sure if everybody had a list, we probably we hit most of these. I just want to draw your attention to kind of what I was thinking, but it also ties into what we talked about. When you look at qualifications, in the very last one, the one thing that I think is very important, and we all know this, our research into what we've been told is that we need international and community trade-related knowledge and extensive familiarity with the international trade, particularly cross-border commerce between the United States and Canada. I try to word that kind of, even if relatively short, but an understanding of how important that is. And that was kind of more of an afterthought after I looked at everything. The other thing that I feel is most important to me anyway, and that's why I put intangible, and that's really talking about the person that we hire, he or she. I feel moving forward, for me, has to hit almost all of them in some form or another, and I think everything else falls into place because all of these relate to essential duties and responsibilities. If you've got some of these intangibles, I think you'll be on your way to success with what we're looking for. So that was kind of, rather than just put other things in there, I thought that was very important, and I just wanted to share that with you.
I really, I was looking at the last bullet that really kept commenting that having the initiative is very important, but it's also, I think that, and that will take a little bit of time, but striking that balance of taking the initiative, but also, in a cooperative manner, with lots of open communication. So.
Right, you may try to drive a fine line there, but people should know. You shouldn't have to explain. I know what you're saying. You don't want to get that, but I think that goes with it. Right. That these initiatives, they have the understanding of is this too far or is this, and that some of that may be learned here, but that falls underneath that.
Right, the parameters of things.
Right, that falls underneath what we're the person who hires. That's an important part to know where's the limit, where's the line section in our organization.
I think communication can be like a really, really big part of that. Even out of the gate, this is what I'm doing. Sending out an email, sending out lots of communication. So yeah, I think that's great.
And then what I would ask is, how did you all look at some of how maybe that's what you get your feedback, but I was trying to map up some of the things that I got opportunity in the board.
I don't necessarily have the experience in knowing, gee, if there's something missing or, I'm reading it going, this looks good, because I don't, I'm fairly new at really understanding what the position is. That seems very comprehensive to me. Sam, I'm not sure if there were some things that, I noticed that it's just a bachelor's degree is required and then the 5 years of experience. that's an important piece. Not necessarily looking at a graduate degree, really more the experience
Right.
to be.
Yeah. Yeah, just one thing, like, you know, the Chairman Burns, the FTE is very important, so, you know, you see they're overseeing this, well, maybe that makes that's a good, and so that would be the, because that's kind of what I'm talking about, those kind of things, so, that I know that we expect in that position.
I changed the word from oversee to administer.
Where is that kind of? Oh, I see.
The authority's FTE program.
So it says overseas to administer.
Administer, because you want the person to be hands-on more than supervisory, so that,
That's an important change too.
yeah.
World of difference between those two.
Administers the authority's FTE.
Well, the only thing is that administers and administration are
Tony?
basically the same word.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I would say that
We're back. You can hear us okay?
Yeah, I meant to unmute myself and I accidentally hung up. I don't know if you guys said it while I was gone for a couple seconds, but I feel like if we're gonna write administers, we should just kind of rephrase it.
Yeah.
Just to administer the administration. I don't know if that's what you guys are currently talking about.
That's
but-
exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good.
we would say administers the authority's FTE program.
So we would take out oversees the administration of.
Yeah. And my other comment was, I was just like reading through, trying to see, is there anywhere in like the job description where we actually, like, I don't see anywhere where we actually say what like SPV is, in case someone who's applying might not know what that is, or is there any?
Well, see.
Tony, if they don't know what it is, I don't want them.
Sorry.
But
No, good point.
It means free trade zone for anybody who doesn't know.
So maybe instead of
Yeah, I
activity.
didn't know what, want to write that
Or
out,
not.
or if you want to just leave
I-
people
you
out,
guys-
I think they can appreciate it.
Yeah, that would be my list.
That's right.
I also added under essential duties, the corresponding duty to your qualification. Your last qualification, so I said, stay abreast of U.S. and Canadian trade laws and customs regulations, as well as global standards. So I would add that as an essential duty, and that's the complement to the qualification of understanding U.S. Canadian trade. You don't want that to be a qualification if you're not expecting them to do anything with it. So you almost have to have a duty to offset that.
Right. You want to reread that? please?
Stay abreast of, well, I can give it to you.
Okay, okay, that's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Board bullet, under qualifications. Expand that out in addition to presentation skills. Mention, computer skills and ability to use technology, including Zoom meetings. Things they learn, a lot of companies are doing.
Like you said, like remote programs, would that be
Remote technology.
remote technology?
I had also added in there communication, not just presentation, but any kind of communication.
Verbal, written.
Right.
Then go ahead, 1, 2, 3. Fourth bullet from the top. Analyzes existing economic situation. Analyzes existing local / regional / state economic situation. Relative to building attraction.
Is this person also going to be responsible for any, like, preparing any grant proposals or application, contracts, documents? Because if there's going to be like grant writing, we might want to put that in as well.
Just my opinion, Tony. I would prefer we use the individual we have now, do our grant writing. Since that person has been quite successful. Know who I'm referring to?
Oh, I was just listening. I'm just trying to throw out ideas. If you want to use the correct person, to know if they were going to be involved. But if we don't need to put that in, that's totally fine.
Well, if we don't use, Tony, if we don't use them for grant writing, then maybe we can switch a little bit to more of marketing.
So that's what I was saying, you know, that once we talk about also like marketing, what is the segment of the job? Any thoughts on that?
I don't know, you know, I think, that may be one of the duties, but I don't know if it's qualifications that we're really getting somebody, you know, that they have a really good part of it, but, you know, I don't know how you're pretty good at it, but it would be something we would put on the duties to, or would you say marketing as, I know where you're going, and it's probably a good idea.
You have to, I think you have to create another bullet point.
Oh, definitely, because it's not.
It's not
really
like the
But it wouldn't be, I
Right.
think you ask anything about airport qualifications and marketing.
I feel like it's such, they're so, am I wrong about this, but they seem very separate skill sets. I mean,
Yeah.
all of what we're looking for is, you know, some of it's pretty specific. And marketing in an airport is also pretty specific.
Yeah,
So those are, to find one person
Right.
who,
I'm just saying, I don't know, you may lose out on some people just because they know I have no other one.
right,
You don't know.
right. So maybe like, maybe a more general duty, like, I don't know how, right, again, I don't know the word you want to use, but maybe just, assist as needed, you know, with
Right. And
marketing.
marketing aspects of this. Different aspects.
Yeah,
You could actually put it under the next to the last essential duties bullet point where it says provide information and make presentations, specific groups, et cetera. You could add in there and general marketing of authority,
entities or.
right, yeah.
Make sense, Tony?
Yes, I agree. I think that should be in, especially if it's going to be expected.
Is it assumed, or do we want to make it a bullet point that, this person will have to create and maintain relationships with current tenants in the industrial park campus?
Well, the third bullet becomes familiar with existing inventory of buildings and businesses.
And they,
Well, I think that is my. you know, you shouldn't have to spell out everything. That would go as part and parcel with the developer, but I know that should be something you should be looking for in the spec. But I don't know. I don't know, elaborate a little bit more.
I know you're saying, but you wanted detail.
I think what's there is fine. It says becoming familiar with the existing buildings and businesses. I think it's already spelled out, in my opinion.
Because if they're talking to them, then they should know if there's a possibility of expansion or contraction or who knows what, you would hope.
And it is, you know, under third bullet, under intangible, establishing a relationship.
Right, but the intangibles, we're not printing. These are the things that would come out in say nature.
I see, okay.
They're for us to be looking for those things in the applicant.
So it would be under the good communication skills, verbal,
That's
written.
true.
But the ideal candidate to me, I shouldn't have to tell them.
Right.
And that doesn't mean it's right, I'm just saying, if Patty had her, I'd have to say, you're gonna get in there and start talking to those people, we walk, you know, that's, I don't.
You would hope that'd be one of the first things to do.
Right.
That would probably be vetted out in an interview process. I mean, that seems like that would be very important.
Yeah.
That would be a great interview question for an candidate, is how would you proceed into, you know, and getting things rolling? You know, what happens?
Well, how would you do the bullet point number 3? How would you become?
There you go, that would get an
Right.
answer to what you're asking.
Right,
Exactly.
yep.
And that's, you could actually turn most of these duties into the interview question.
So,
I don't know, I'm sorry, I also don't know if this is implicit because, you know, the authority would be their employers, but I don't know, if there's a certain law or not either that requires us to put in whether the, duties or responsibilities are gonna include like physical demands or like the work environment. I mean, do we need to put in that this might require, you know, visits to construction areas and like different types of like.
Like overnight travel or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Lifting 50 pounds.
Bill is, he's a lift for you.
Right, well,
No, you're.
I don't know if it's law, I don't really know, I just know that a lot of times it's like expected just because maybe someone might not do that, or might need, you know, we might have to adapt for them or something, so we might want to just add like the work environment or any physical demand.
or occasional travel.
Yeah.
Because if there is occasional travel expected, we would want a candidate, or, you know, the successful done, not be stated explicitly and then have to say, oh, I don't travel.
I don't drive.
Maybe going
Right.
along with, we'll also put if there's gonna be any expectation to like attend certain, like not put in certain trainings, but just put a general comment in there, like be expected to, you know, train or take classes. I don't know if they would need that, but yeah, things like that. If there's anything that we would expect on that one, you might want to.
Training trade shows.
Yeah.
Trade shows.
So would that be sort of under the last bullet before Patty, under responsible leaders? Incorporate civic, cultural, charitable, business communities, their country.
Yep.
We might want to add a little verb about travel.
Travel, yeah.
Well, we can, if we want, we can put in some of the ADA, and we don't tend to put them in the actual advertisement that would say go out to Indeed.com. But they would be part of, if the person applied and you send them the whole thing, that would then include the ADA requirement.
Yeah, I think something just as simple as, you know, employees should be able to like lift, push, carry up to what 50 pounds, work is in a predominantly, like, I don't know, an office environment, but you might have to visit construction sites and, you know, travel required, local out of the area, just like simple words like that for the job description, and obviously interviewers would be able to get more information.
Right, along those lines, Tony, too, like, for example, you're gonna visit a corporate, factory or something, you know, you should have basic knowledge of what either OSHA or safety, you know, safety glasses, things that a client may want you to, wear, or you want them to wear when they visited, maybe a construction site we have or something like that, so.
Should that be a qualification? Like,
More of a,
some knowledge of OSHA regulations?
I don't know if it's that important to it, but I was just following up, that might be something to add to kind of some of the things you brought up.
Actually, we wouldn't call it OSHA, we'd call it passion.
That's right, ESP.
Yeah.
The update, that's what you're asking, I haven't heard of that before, what does that stand for?
Looking for you.
State, public,
Employee safety.
state is such a random
Or
letter.
health?
Yeah.
Safety and health.
Yeah.
Same thing, they just don't call it the same.
Right.
Under qualifications, experience number 2, experience managing projects and people. I don't like the way that sounds.
Project and staff. Managing, the like the word.
And no, the way it's put with projects and people, it makes people sound like little busy projects or something. And how many people is this person going to manage? Truly manage.
In the beginning.
Like, we could change the language to like, it's like a supervisory experience. You know, that way it kind of is implicit that they have experience managing people, but just using the word supervisory, like, I don't know how we would rephrase the whole sentence, but,
Well, a lot of
we would just say like a background in tech leadership, management, supervisory experience, and project management, something like that.
a lot of the developers don't really have staff other than, you know, maybe a office assistant that works for them. Once it's a big, like maybe the county or regional economic development agency, where one might supervise other newer developers, and ordinarily a 1 or 2 person show.
Could we change it to something like, instead of experience managing projects, just say project management experience in a nonprofit or public agency setting, instead of bringing people.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, Jen.
What does everyone think? It's pretty minimal
Yep.
staff, you know. So project management experience.
Do they have to know zoning laws here?
Yeah. No,
No,
we're not following their own, but we should know.
they should know what it means.
They have 5 years experience.
They know what it is, okay.
We probably would have more, you know, the one than what we would record.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm jumping ahead, but, what are we looking at as far as the timeline for posting the job? I mean, I know that we don't know how many candidates we'll get or what the exact timeline of it is, but what is our timeline as far as posting the job and really getting things going? And how are we going to post it on what platform? Okay.
What do you think? I don't think it's important.
As soon as possible?
Everyone?
Yeah, I mean, are we in a position to move forward with that and have the vacancy filled by September 1? Or should it be pushed out?
Well, if we say we want to start by September 1, then we have to develop the ad.
Right.
And put it and everything. Now, by the time we do that, it's gonna be advertised for what, at least a month?
Then put it out probably in, see the same Plattsburgh possibly. You want to put it in someplace like Indeed.com because there you'll get many people looking at it. So you've got to keep that a good 2-3 weeks in places like that.
I wasn't sure how far reaching, I mean, if there, again, I'm asking this, I don't have the knowledge of this, but to find someone who is going to possess these skills, are we going to be looking at like Buffalo, like cities along the border? Are we going to reach into like Burlington? Are we going to Albany? I don't know. Okay.
Going maybe into Vermont, maybe all the way down, maybe Buffalo, but you want someone with, it's important with New York State, and the international border, and then be familiar with all the governmental. What was the term you brought up in a board meeting that someone suggested that when we were just talking, and something that really suggested they also should have it had something to do with grants and understanding of New York State. Can't think of the term, but it wasn't strictly related to border stuff, but that person should also understand all kinds of programs and things. There was a term that no, it was, yeah, that was one thing that we looked at, but also remember that this person should know
The workings of New York State.
pretty much. Yeah, they used the term, and I thought it was a good term. But I think it was just brought up, and somebody said, just remember that you should have some kind of background with that, which is kind of what was continued. We're not in a national search for a New England type of.
No. I was just thinking, of course, along, the Southern Islands region, moving west. I didn't know if we wanted to go as far as Buffalo, and then how far east that was Plattsburgh, if we want to go into Vermont, or is Albany too far removed? And then they're not going to have probably the Canadian, but there might be people there too. I don't know.
Well, if it's on Indeed, you might do that, but I think.
Anything in Plattsburgh goes further.
Okay.
Right.
Anything in Burlington goes both ways.
State doesn't allow.
I mean, I don't know, is September 1 too soon? I don't know what everyone thinks, and are we managing okay right now? Is it something we want to get a position, filled when the border opens and we're ready to go? Or should we, think it makes more sense to really recruit once the border is open? I'm not sure. I don't know. Any thoughts on that?
Tony?
Yeah, I like the idea of hiring, the later, that way, I mean, with any position that got to get comfortable, they're gonna have to learn the ins and outs of the authority, Commerce Park, the airport, port. So I think it would be better to have someone hired and familiar with the authority. That way, when the border does open and things pick up, they're ready.
So if we decide today, move this to the full board, and be at July meeting, then you're gonna advertise. Now we're talking in the middle of August. By the time we interview, you could be talking about September. Somebody would actually physically do. So,
So you were talking about.
That's probably the best case.
yeah,
That's right.
right. Is that what you're thinking, Tony?
Yeah, I would say so.
I will say one thing, is if we find the right candidate, I won't worry, but I, for one, and with how, I can't be spending 2 to 3 months every day. Not that I don't want to help, but somebody, they need to know more about this than I do. And I know a lot, I'm just saying, where basically they go, oh, I know what you're talking about, and boom, they're on their way that way. Or Patty, we can point them to something, and then the thing we can do early is to do the things that we know, would work, but like you say, get familiar with everything, introduce yourself with the people at Commerce Park, and then by all means, you give a background to all of that, but once that's in place, I can say, hey, you need to go over here, or that's kind of where the old intangibles. So that's the thing that concerns me about the timing, but when you're talking, you're talking, you say under that.
We were looking at October, November start date.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to you guys, hey, my license.
Tony?
Hi,
Hi.
I don't know what happened here.
We're not playing a joke, huh?
You don't know what
Okay, we're just, talking timeline. I don't know what point you left us there, but that's what the discussion's all about.
Yep.
And I think, my opinion with this, I don't know how, everybody here feels, but, that's best case scenario. I think we do have to be discerning and really, if it means holding out a little longer to find the right candidate, that would be okay too. So I think it's why we start sooner rather than later, because that process, finding the right person might take a little bit longer. My thought isn't like, we're not desperate, we're not gonna jump, and, because many reasons, so.
We also have to remember, not that it should hold us back, but we didn't budget for this position for the entire year.
So we have time to be determined.
Well, if they're good, maybe they can bring in the business to pay the salary.
You get the right person, and they'll make up their salary.
Oh, really? So then the process is, my notes are a little sketchy and missing, but have you been taking notes, Anne Marie, or how you got the rest? So what we'll do is with the correct process, we'll have an updated job description to present at the full board meeting in July.
Well, we should probably see it one more time.
Right, okay, we can see that digitally.
I can send it out.
Right.
Everybody just kind of, do this thing good or you can act.
Right.
Yeah.
We all, and we all.
It's like some email input.
Yeah. Okay.
What about the big question?
I did tell you today.
We're public here, so I don't want to undercut our negotiating,
Right.
so.
Could you give us a range?
Give a range.
Anything from 65 to 85, 75 to 90. I have 6 or 7 of them here. Many of them go much higher.
They're all in California, though.
Right, the big ones are in place. Yeah,
I mean,
but we have to
You
know
have to
what
give a
we're
range.
willing to
yeah. We, I'm just gonna throw out my opinion. I think it's very appropriate to say salary range is from 65,000, if that's the low end of an average range, to 90,000, commensurate with experience, 85,000. I'm just throwing out numbers. I'm not really sure. You've got the data as far as national averages or regional averages. What would you say, Patty, 65 to 80? 50,
Well, maybe.
okay, even 65 to 75. 50 to 70.
No.
40 to 50.
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
We also have to consider, you know, salary is going to be a big factor too in who we get to apply. I mean, I think we need to kind of be thinking about the type of person that we're looking for and focus on, well, what the person that we're looking for, what would they expect? What was, you know, the quality of the applications, I think, is an important thing to consider. I mean, someone that has the experience and knowledge that we're looking for, I would imagine would want to be compensated, you know, appropriately.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's, I think
My number would be that.
Okay.
the starting salary range 65 to 75, commensurate with the experience.
And if we get to see we have candidates that, oh, you know, we can match that. That this person is well worth it, yes.
Yeah.
And that makes
One
sense.
gets the other.
Right.
But if somebody's coming from, say, New York City making 120, they don't need that up here.
Where you can go swimming over there.
Right.
We can add that.
I want to be in that interview.
Will be.
Because I could
Okay, you will
I
be.
could do the whole cost of living feel
Right.
and how 120 in the city is really like 65 here.
Exactly. I mean, you're not going to pay.
Right. So I think that's fair. I think Tony makes an excellent point. We have to, you know, it really is going to be dependent on what our successful candidate brings to the table.
You can also leave it as commensurate with experience and not put a number down. Many people do.
That we could do that. The only thing with that is, I think people take the time to apply. They're gonna want to know.
Of course they want to know.
So, but even, I don't know.
I've applied from anywhere, you have no clue what they're going to offer you.
Okay.
And you go, geez, I know now what you become.
That's right.
Exactly. But
Yeah, I think that we should at least have a starting at 65,000, you know, because we are expecting this person to have a 4-year degree, we're expecting them to have some experience. You know, I think 65 is fair, but we could just say starting at 65. But I don't think we should not put anything, because again, people, I think, do have the right to know, like, I'm applying for this, what, you know, what's the range I'm looking for, because it is very disappointing when you apply for a job, and you're very excited, and then you interview, and it's way lower than you thought, and then you have, you know, you wasted everybody's time.
Right.
I agree.
But it actually gives the employer, from the employer's standpoint, it gets them the best candidate. If somebody says, oh, I'm not going to apply because it doesn't tell me how much it is, you probably don't want them anyway because they're coming for a salary.
See, I look at it, I look at it a bit differently. I would look at it as if I'm doing a job, I really would love a change, you know, put my feelers out there, but I'm currently making, 70,000. And it says there's no salary, I'm thinking, I don't know that I'm gonna travel and go through the whole process if this job's gonna pay me $40,000. I'm not gonna do that. So that, I come from it from that angle, just kind of wanting to know, would it even be worth my time and effort to apply and go through the process? If it's way lower than I would even consider, then it's a waste of everyone's time. I don't know.
I've applied for many that don't have it. back in the day.
Okay.
It is the way a lot of people go, it doesn't matter. When I look
We can just make a decision, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you feel? What do you think? You know,
I like the 55.
starting at
We know,
65,
I don't know, you might pick somebody and negotiate a little bit. You want a little bit of a, maybe, you can definitely work offering more. But we need to just at least have in our mind that range.
so,
We might find out people comment on positions.
exactly. Right, so that's why I think we have to put something on paper, we have to have something that is close.
I don't think we should, put a range. I think we should put a starting though. We should at least give people an idea of kind of like the minimum we would make.
I'm good with that.
minimum of 65,000. Depending on experience.
There you go.
Yep, exactly. And, I don't know, maybe this is an obvious question. Is there a contract for this? Is it like renewable?
No.
It's just, so what is it?
He's the only one that can.
Okay, so this means I'm coming from a big union job with my contract.
Well,
So this is, if someone is working, this is just sort of a side question, right, okay.
No,
So
either you would get an offer letter.
Okay.
Accepting the position. And then you're at will. We are an at will employer unless you're part of the union.
Okay, so just would be based on,
Evaluation, fit to the job, you like us, we like you. Never the question, please.
So,
that's my last question.
if someone continues working, they're doing an adequate job or better, and they're not, I know this isn't really that time to be talking about that, that's what happens, so that we don't have to worry about contract length or contract depending upon, okay. So, we'll get an updated, description. We will,
We'll drop out the intangible part.
yeah.
And I do have an opening that I'll throw in there. Just as who the OBPA is, and that this position is responsible, the normal wording, then you do the duties and the qualifications.
And then this salary will,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So you just go right up.
Now, I stole it, almost verbatim from somebody else, so
Good work.
if it works, I figure, I changed out city and put in 40, and,
do we need to, at this point, so we'll fine tune it amongst the committee members, and then we'll bring it to the full board, the job description that we adopted, or we will bring to a vote for adoption. Do we need to discuss it now, or wait for the full board, meeting, to talk about where exactly we're going to post it?
I was just gonna say, let's think about it a little bit.
Okay.
Because we've all kind of thrown out
Okay,
what we, you like to Buffalo and Vermont or yeah, whatever. So just think about it. I think we're all on the same page kind of, but we may, where we can spend our money that, because that gets pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Running those, I mean,
It can,
it's well
yeah.
worth it compared to getting a headhunter.
Right.
Yeah, that's,
So if
yeah.
maybe we can spend a little bit more,
well, it's been a while since I did it. It goes by how long you have the ad posted.
oh, okay.
And I think,
That's where I saw it.
yeah,
Mine.
I think we ended up spending like $1,200 or something. We had it on ZipRecruiter as well,
Yeah,
but that was a lot less than a headhunter. Mhm.
yeah.
and then, but I like the paper.
Yeah.
And we figure maybe we do a couple times a week or a weekend thing. I don't know. We could, but think about it, but think we got to do that. Right, so that, when it comes to that.
nothing, I know this is going to be an obvious question, but nothing in Canada, because then you would.
I was just going to ask the question. Can a Canadian get this job?
I don't know that you'd be able to sponsor someone for a visa as a state lawyer. I don't-
And do citizens deal with somebody else?
Well, there are a couple of those somebody's around here. No, I just wondered, because somebody could see it on ZipRecruiter.com.
If they didn't have dual, then they probably wouldn't know much about it.
You might get a spouse at the end of the year, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would be probably,
I don't know if
they
it's,
would fit that in the international.
That's
part really
what I'm
well,
thinking, yeah.
But,
If you had
but,
somebody with that.
that might be happy with.
What is possible? Sitting on the board and you wonder.
Right. But I was wondering,
If we employed the,
If the rate were going, then they had to come over.
well, this
You hear
would
that?
be an essential.
You hear that?
So we will have that, we will be talking about that at the board meeting, or we'll have that sometime.
you have that.
How are we gonna-
We'll make sure if you go, I'm good, or you want to add something, let's work at that. Tony?
No, I meant the location.
Oh,
I meant the location.
yeah.
Oh, we
can-
should have
can
that
all-
ironed out
yeah, we
before
should.
the board meeting. We can do that via email.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
so that we're all prepared for the board meeting, so basically all we do is put this to the board, you make your report. And, they may have some things that we gotta go back.
I don't, I'm not
This is
sure.
a resolution. This is,
Right.
We have these stuff that we're gonna belong to.
Okay. Do we have to, is it like our responsibility, my responsibility to find specific publications? 'Cause I don't know.
No, that's a,
Okay.
no, and you mentioned about, Sam kind of said, we need to develop, when you were like, no, but I told you don't worry.
Yes, I had a
That-
couple of sleepless nights,
No,
and
but
so I saw your email, I was like, oh, God, okay, thank you.
I didn't, if you wanted to go on your own and have your ideas, fine, but
Yeah.
I do take, I've been around this enough,
Yeah.
where that's, some of those things I will give to you to help you out, or we can work together on something with your advice or whatever, but we'll take care of the locations, and then float that around, you may say, I think that's fine, or let's add something else.
I'm gonna give some thought to, if there's any best practice that's outside of, like, the ZipRecruiter, Indeed, and Sprint. There may be another medium that is out there. I don't know if you know any about, I'm gonna just kind of give that some thought, maybe do a little research. That maybe there's, I don't know what it would be, but there might be another, platform that is a great way to get candidates. We'll see. I'll
there
see.
isn't a state job board, is there?
Good job, yeah.
Different departments.
Yeah,
Like we, I see one, position in that. I'm sure they have one in transportation.
But it might not be something that.
It's not just something hard.
well, like if there was a publication, developers, had an association or something like that, they'd ask if there's something.
Yeah, I think there is.
They,
Might be-
States with those, something like that.
But that's a possibility, you may pull from the junior person
Yeah.
in CSE,
Right.
or with a small city, five or more, somebody that, has been in it a while and maybe they have that, they've been there a while, yet they've had some sort of experience, they want to branch out.
And that might be something we can get from Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just help me to think outside the box, because it really is, there's some very specific qualifications we're looking for. It's such a niche, type of a, pool.
well, and then word of mouth too, I mean, you're looking, well then, the IEA, local people, and go, hey, or you may, it's just like this, the former Congress people. this is what we're doing, maybe we get somebody to do it.
And as you say so many times, you'll get somebody who comes from a city situation, but we're so unique, it's not just a little city here in everything.
Well, I think we've done a great job with the document. I think there's, you know, it, like I said, it's pretty comprehensive. I think all of them, we get all the main points that we'd be looking for in this candidate. And,
That title you want to use?
I want to know about that. I do not want a person or a, I want it, if you want to just say industrial developer or that was kind of the longest I wanted to, but you think about that maybe. I just,
Director of Economic Development, I saw a lot of when I was
I'm good with
over.
that.
Yeah,
director
I like director of economic development.
get rid of authority. Well, I don't want you there, didn't I? I like that.
it's so broad.
Yep.
Everything fits right into that. Okay. Anything else?
Tony, you have anything?
No, I don't think so.
All right, then I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second,
All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye. Aye. Motion passes. We're adjourned.
thanks, Tony.